Hey friends, this video is for our kindergarten through 4th grade team for February week 1. This month we are learning the virtue of kindness, showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. And we've got a doozy for a memory verse this month, Colossians 3:12. Here's how it goes. Hello. You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Don't be proud, be gentle and kind. Colossians 3:12. It's a long one. So you are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Don't be proud, be gentle and patient. Colossians 3:12. I had to look off the chart to remember. It's a long one. So week 1. This week, we start the month in the book of Matthew as we look at 3 moments of kindness from Jesus' life. Whether Jesus was healing the sick, blessing little children, or sharing meals with people who others seemed to disregard, he was full of love and kindness. With the way he treated others, Jesus made sure that everyone knew that they were valuable in God's eyes. So our bottom line for this week, Jesus showed us how to be kind. As we consider how we can show kindness to others, the best place to start is with Jesus. When we read about how Jesus was kind to others, we can learn how to reflect God's love with the way we treat others and show them that they are valuable. Through Jesus' life, death, and resurrection, God was so incredibly kind to us. And in response, we can choose to be kind to the people we meet each day. So, love it, love it, love it, working on kindness. Jumping into our leader guide, we'd love for you to be here at 8:20 and 10:20 just to make sure that you're checked in. Directors, make sure we've got leaders. You make sure you've got everything ready to go. Don't forget, we do have free coffee and donuts for all of our volunteers back in the garage door room. Kiddos will start to roll in at 8:30 and 10:30. As they come in, they can play with toys. They can do their weekly coloring sheet, which is Jesus teaching people how to be kind. And then a little icebreaker question, ask kids their name and if they like the warm weather or the snow better. Then at 8:45 and 10:45, little intro activity is called Stand Up, Sit Down. So one by one, you're going to read an action below and you're going to instruct the kids to stand if their answer is, I think I've done that at least 3 times. And they'll sit if their answer is, I think I've done that fewer than 3 times. So play with someone new. Have they done that more than 3 times, less than 3 times? Smile at someone. And you'll just go through and read all of those. And then you can close by saying, today we're going to hear about someone who was the perfect model of kindness. So let's head to large group to hear our story. At 8:55 and 10:55, you'll head across the hall to large group. When large group is over, you can pass out snack and gather kids together to pray. So while they're eating, you can gather them up. Make sure you introduce yourself and make sure all the kids introduce themselves to each other. You can ask for any prayer requests or praises, and then you can invite kids to share ideas that they have for showing kindness this week. And remind them that we should show kindness to others because Jesus showed us how to be kind. And invite kids to pray and ask God to help them show kindness this week by filling in the rest of this prayer. God, thank you for Jesus' example for us. Please help me to show kindness this week by... And you can go around and have each kid do it. If they don't want to, no big deal. They can just say pass. If they want to, then they can share a way that God can help them be kind this week. And then you can just close your group down in prayer. For our memory verse this week, super simple. You're just going to break down the verse line by line and try to really focus on learning the first sentence. We did have a couple of memory verse activities prepared. I just put them on your carts for extra. So the big kids, behind your leader guides, there's just like a book bag that has the memory verse on it, like a little coloring page, if they want to color it or follow along as you practice the verse. Little kids, you've got these little baggies, and there's little like camping supplies, because that's kind of the theme for the whole month, that have the parts of the verse on it. So you can lay out those parts of the verse as you're saying them if you want to, just as a visual. No real activity to go along with them though. And then you can just close by saying something like, the Bible is filled with amazing stories and examples to help us live our lives like Jesus. In Colossians 3:12, Paul shared some great examples of how to live your life. Paul may have been writing a long time ago to the Colossian people, but he wanted to help them know how they could live like Jesus and how they could help others see Jesus in them. He was encouraging them to live like Jesus because Jesus showed us how to be kind. And then the last little activity that you have, these are on all of your carts. So you've got a question page, and then you got a check mark and an X. So if you want, you can tape these on opposite sides of the walls. You can just lay them on the floor on opposite sides of the room. And what you're going to do is have kids start in the center, and you'll read one of these activities. So for example, you're planning on inviting your entire class except for one classmate to go camping for your birthday party. Is that kind or unkind? And kids will move to the right side of the room. It's unkind. So what you want to do is, if it's an unkind action, they're going to go to the X side, and you're going to use a flashlight that's on your cart to shine a light on the shoes of one kid and have them explain why they think that is unkind and how they could do it differently to be kind. So there's like an example what you could do different if it's unkind. This could make your classmate feel left out and sad. You could be kind by getting to know them and including them. So you're just going to go through all of those. The flashlight we're going to use every week. It kind of goes with this theme for the whole month. So the flashlight you can shine on the kiddos' shoes to see if they want to answer the question. And then if you'd like, there's just some bonus discussion questions. Is there a difference between being nice and being kind? Explain. Why do you think kindness is important? How do you feel when someone is kind to you versus when someone is unkind? And kindness is always cool. Explain why you agree or disagree. So just some little further food for thought questions. Don't forget to pass out new memory verse cards for the month. And also, I think I'm going to make little stickers to put on the kids. We are going to do a pajama week next week on Super Bowl Sunday, so make sure all the kiddos get one of those. That's it, guys. You are awesome. Thank you so much for serving this week. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and we'll see you on Sunday.